Hello everybody, how is it going? So, we got some more beard, some more to beard. I got 2 games against two different Katakuris. This is notoriously a tougher matchup for Katakuri, or honestly just yellow in general. It's probably better for Katakuri than Big Mom, because he can pretty easily, he kind of wants to put the Dawn on his leader every turn to look at his life, so. Also asked me for a 2k every turn. So definitely, his leader definitely helps in this matchup. But, the fact that we take all of our life, basically, kind of negates his value on his 10 cost, so that, is obviously good. This is, again, the same list I was playing against the Dofi earlier in the week. It's the one that went 10-0, and I forgot what tournament, but list is really solid. Kind of want to make it in person just to try it at locals. I also kind of really want to try out Kinemon, because I know recently Lost Fiends, I'm sure if you guys see my content, you've seen his, or at least got recommended some of it. Him and I think one of the people he plays with both played Kinemon at a tournament they went to. His friend got second place, and he did, I forgot exactly what he got, but I was kind of surprised Kinemon did so well. It makes some sense though. Obviously against Law, having Okiku literally turn 1 is super crazy. I'd imagine it's just as good against Zoro. So yeah, it definitely makes some sense. I kind of just miss Odin. I didn't really play any Kinemon in OP02 just because I didn't have the cards at the time, and that was when I first started playing a ton of Law. So I was really into Law, and didn't really try out many other decks besides the very end. I played some Kid just for fun, but yeah, I might have to give Kinemon a try. If you guys would want that, let me know. I love a lot of the cards in that deck, so definitely would be fun. But I will counter out of the 6k hit from Pharaoh, take his leader hit. We have a ton of events in hand. And I still have, this is still when I realized I have, yeah, I was confused. Because I was gonna crossfire his Cracker and then just kill it with Robin. And I'm like, wait, that's Fiery Doll. That shouldn't be Fiery Doll. So, yeah, I still need to change that. I don't think I have, so that's my bad. But we'll swing 5 at Sparrow, kill his Pudding. He'll counter out of the 5k hit from a Robin. Or probably, I'm not going to commit any resources into killing a Sparrow, just because he'll get a card back once it dies anyway. Could potentially go 7 at it with Marco. But if he wants to tax his hand a bunch instead of just taking the free card, that's cool with me. And he does 2k again. We'll go 6 with our Marco. And he finally lets it go. So basically kind of countered out of one of those hits for free. But still kind of, I don't know. I don't like defending my Sparrow whenever I am playing Katakuri, unless I'm really going for game or I really need to win the board. And maybe he did, you know. I had Robin Marco, and that's a pretty strong board. So it's fair enough if he wanted to try to fight back into the board. But we'll play our 5-drop Luffy. He'll double 1k. So yep, he kind of, the 2/2ks he dropped for the Marco and the Whitebeard hit. Definitely kind of hurting him. And yeah, we'll just play a chopper after that. I could have also held one up for a guard point, but blockers are super strong against yellow, and he had not that Cracker has his ability online, but he would have 2 swings this turn. And I'm kind of cool with taking 1, but then I don't want to get super taxed by the second one, so we can just use the blocker for the second one. He picks up Sanji off of his Pudding. Goes 4 down on Cracker. My goodness. Attacks my life. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna end up taking that life anyway at the end of my next turn. And yeah, with the second 9k, I can just use Chopper. If I elected not to play him, I'd have to use a guard point plus another card. So let's go Chopper. Actually goes to my Robin. Still probably use the Chopper, honestly. and that is what we end up doing. He'll pass it back to us, pick up another Robin. We don't have our 9 cost or ace this game so far, at least, so nothing really too crazy to do this turn. Maybe establish like an Atmos or something. But we'll just start trying to hit down his life. Go 7. He takes that hit. Go 7 again with Luffy. Counters out of that hit. Go 7 with lead. Potentially getting a trigger here, let's see. Does use the Thunderbolt to kill my Luffy. It's pretty good. We'll use the Makino to attack again with Nami. He'll counter out, and then we'll pass. We leave 4 Dawn up because we have 2 guard points and a Red Hawk. I felt like getting aggressive that turn was worth it, especially with the Makino, because his board was clear. He has no real efficient answer to my cards, and if he wanted to play 10 drop, I could pretty much defend everything other than if he attacked Makino, so maybe he should have just attacked Makino. But we'll swing 7 with our Nami after buffing her with Makino. He'll get a Shirahoshi trigger. Hopefully he'll find him some counter. Chucks a Sparrow and an 8 cost Katakuri. Go 1 Dawn on Marco, attack for 7. He'll take that hit. Go 3 Dawn on Robin, attack for 7 again. Kill the Shirahoshi. Counters out of that. So he'll live pretty much one more turn. We'll play down a cheap blocker after swinging with our lead. He'll take his last life. And gets a Sparrow trigger. Kinda scary, but we're gonna play down a little blocker and then have either a Red Hawk or 2 guard points available. So I still think we're pretty safe. Blockers are super strong against yellow because they don't have really a lot of removal. And he's a 2 cost blocker. I forget his name. I think it's Fossa. So can't even get hit by like a Strusen. So we're really safe this turn. Goes 7 Dawn on lead, attacks for 13. We'll probably counter out of this and then use the blocker for whatever number he decides to go on for the Big Mom. We'll use double guard point and a 2k counter. 3 Dawn on Sparrow. We'll counter for 3k. And then we can just block the Big Mom hit. So honestly, kind of pretty close, honestly. So here we go. Different Katakuri, same matchup. I believe he won the dice roll, so he gets to choose to go second. Our opening hand is a lot of top end. Hey, we find our 1 of or Beast. So, turn 1, we're just gonna play Chopper. No searchers, it's all good. Right now, our curve isn't looking the best. Our 3 Dawn turn, unless we find like a Robin, we don't really have anything to play. We'll actually play the Makino, boost up Chopper, attack for 5 with Chopper. We'll take that hit, trigger a Brûlée, then we'll go 7, and I think he elects to block, and we'll pass. I don't know how great that play was with Chopper, but yeah, why not? We want to get aggressive against this matchup, obviously, so. Goes 1 Dawn on leader. Goes a 2nd Dawn and then attacks my Chopper for 8k. So I guess he really just doesn't have a card he wants to play this turn. None of the 4 drops. No Sparrow. Does put 2 Dawn on Sanji. Attacks my Makino for 5 and draws a card basically. So this turn we can either play like a Rush Luffy or just continue getting aggressive with swinging 7 with our lead, and then play a vanilla. Hey, I just realized we found both the 1-ofs so far in this game. We have Marco and our 9-drop. That's funny. But we do like to play the Atmos, and we'll pass it back. It's on 6 Dawn. This is kind of like the awkward Katakuri turn, where he doesn't really have a card to fit this curve. Also needs like 3 Dawn to attack with Sanji, so gonna be very taxing for that. Plays a quote-unquote rush Katakuri. It's not gonna have rush because we're tied on life. Still pretty good stat line to play in the Whitebeard. Has basically just a vanilla stat line, but just doesn't have counter. I like to actually get the draw with Sanji instead of pressuring my life, which is interesting. Yeah, obviously, you know, not gonna do anything about that. Doesn't even hit. And we're on to our 7 Dawn turn. Don't have the ace. Very sad. It's okay though. We'll probably just end up playing Luffy. Well, we will bother to clear the Sanji. I kind of didn't want to, but I did it. Might have been incorrect because his 8 and 10 Dawn turn, he probably won't be, you know, getting a draw off Sanji because he wants to play his bigger cards. But we'll go 7 at life. Looks like he will defend with a 2k and a 1k. And that's what he does. We'll play down our Rush Luffy, give him a Dawn, attack for another 7. I could have left one up for like my guard point, but honestly I'm not too worried. Let me grab a vanilla Luffy off life. Basically the same thing as Atmos, but you can add this Luffy off of Nami. Goes 1 Dawn on lead. 2 Dawn on lead. Swings 8k at my Luffy. I'm not against defending this. Doesn't sound like the worst. And that's what we do. Goes 1 Dawn on Katakuri. Attacks my Luffy for 7. We'll 2k out again. Plays a Thunderbolt to kill the Luffy. Fair enough. But puts him down a life, so kind of still in a really strong spot. We'll attack 6 at life. He gives me a 2k. And then, come on, we do have the 1-of, so we have to play the 9-drop and attack 8. It doesn't really matter where we attack 8, because he'll probably block regardless, but I will go at life, and he'll defend with the blocker. He plays 7 cost Big Mom. We'll just trash 1 of our life. I didn't even realize at the time I still had 2 life because he attacked me so little. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Can attack me with, like, either his leader or the Katakuri on board. Probably leader would be best. Here, goes 2 Dawn on lead. And he actually does end up conceding there. It's fair, because his 1 blocker was a Brûlée, so it would have been answered by 2 Dawn on Newgate. And then I could have, you know, potentially all-in'd him and probably gone for game. So, fair enough. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.